Hey everyone, Mrs. Spatola here. Unit 5, Lesson 5. Add and subtract fractions with like and unlike mixed numbers. How do you add and subtract mixed numbers? Well, first of all, let's take a look back and see how would you add fractions with like denominators. So it's been a little while, so a couple of things we need to talk about. We have fractions, and then we have mixed numbers. A mixed number is a combination of a fraction with a whole number. When we are adding fractions with like denominators, or even mixed numbers with like denominators, what is it that we need to do? Exactly. If the denominators are like, we keep the denominator and we add the numerator. So let's copy this down. Keep the denominator and then we add the numerator. Okay, and you should be copying these down as I'm doing it. A little different today. Okay. Number 2, how would you add fractions with unlike denominators? All right, so when we see fractions that have like denominators, that's easy, right? We just keep the denominators, add the numerators, and then we simplify if we need to. When we have unlike denominators, we can't just simply add them together or subtract them. We need to find what? What is it that we need to find to get the denominators the same? Exactly. We need to find the least common denominator or multiple. So we'll say here we're going to find the least common denominator. You should be writing this down and filling this in, also known as the LCM. Okay, let's move on. Adding mixed numbers with like denominators is similar to adding fractions with like denominators. You just add the whole numbers at the end. So let's take a look here. I know that we're a little limited for space here, but let's just take a look here. So if we have 10 and 2/9 plus 4 and 4/9, well, a couple of ways we can do it. Since the denominators are the same, we could simply just keep the denominators the same. So the 9 is the denominator, which is good. And then add the numerators. 2 plus 4 is 6. And then we could go ahead and add our whole numbers. 10 plus 4 is 14. We have 14 and 6/9. But we can simplify that. What is the greatest common factor of 6 and 9? Well, in order to simplify that, we have to find the biggest number that can go into both 6 and 9, and that would be which number? Right, it would be 3. So we're going to simplify and divide the numerator and denominator by 3. So that will get us a final total of 14 and 2/3. Okay, and there you have your answer. Now the other way we could do it, which is the way I really like to do it, is I like to just simply, when we have mixed numbers, set it up like this. Just keep it nice and simple. Keep everything organized. Your denominators are the same. You don't have to make any special T-charts or anything. I like to keep it organized this way. 9 is your denominator. We add the, sorry about that, this should be 4. We add the numerators together. That's 6. And we have 14 and 6/9. And then the same thing. Divide the numerator and denominator by 3. And your final answer is 14 and 2/3. Now remember, you can use the calculator to check. You want to be using your calculator. That ABC key is going to be huge. Okay, that's going to be huge for you to check. Now, let's move on because this is a part that we started before the break. So let's take a look and set this up and do it slowly together. Now, the first thing you notice is you have 9 1/4 plus 10 3/5. The first thing you should notice is that the denominators are different. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write them down, and you're going to do the same in your workbook. So I have 9 1/4 plus 10 3/5. And we should be doing this together. And we're going to make that nice big plus sign. Mrs. Gelderman always yells at me because I say make a T, and she's like, no, it's a plus sign. So we'll keep it as a plus sign. All right. Over here now, we're going to find the LCD, the least common denominator. So the first thing you're going to do is set up this big plus when you see the denominators are different. So we're going to find the LCD of 4 and 5. Okay, so we make our list 5, 10, 15, 20. And I see that 4 can go into 20, so I'm going to stop there. So I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And once you get better at this, and we said this before the break, once you get better at finding the LCM or the LCD of both numbers, then you don't have to make the list. So you could just write it out at the bottom, write your LCD. So the least common denominator of 4 and 5 is going to be 20. So now what I want to do is rewrite it this way. So now I'm going to write my new denominator of 20. And then I have here, and it's plus, I'm adding. I'm going to make this 20. And then I'm going to proceed as I would with regular fractions, but don't forget to bring over your whole numbers. So 4 goes into, so now a couple of ways to do this. How many times does 4 go into 20? 4 goes into 25 times. So I'm going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 5 over 5. So 4 times 5 is 20, 5 times 1 is 5. So 9 1/4 is going to be written as 9 5/20. Now I'm going to do the same thing for 3/5. And I say to myself, okay, so 5 goes into 20 how many times? It goes in 4. So I'm going to multiply my numerator and denominator by 4 over 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 3 times 4 is 12. At this point, I have my denominators are the same, so I can go ahead and add my numerators together. So first thing, I'm going to bring down my denominator of 20. 5 plus 12 is 17. And then 9 plus 10 is 19. And when I look at it, it is in simplest form. And there you have it. Let's take a look and see what other practice we can do. Here are some notes here. You can go ahead and highlight. It says add and subtract fractions and mixed numbers with unlike denominators. The first thing you're going to do is stack up the fractions and mixed numbers. You're going to find the LCD or the LCM. You're going to use that LCM to create equivalent fractions, add or subtract the numerators, bring down the denominator, and simplify. And boys and girls, please be sure the fraction is in simplest form. It cannot be improper. If your answer has an improper fraction, whether it's by itself or with a whole number, you have to change that fraction, that improper fraction, to a mixed number, and sometimes even add it to the whole number that's already there. In this particular example here, again, you want to make that T-chart, which looks like this. And I'm going to do this. And make sure you can find your LCM or your LCD here. And we had 2 and we had 3. We found that it was 6. So here is just another example that you can look at. Let's take a look at the next page. Now let's take a look at the next page. We'll do some practice. Add and subtract fractions and mixed numbers, and be sure to simplify your answers. Now remember, you can use your calculator to check your work. When it comes to taking a quiz or a test in this unit, we are definitely going to be showing all work. Yes, you will be allowed to use your calculator to help you to check your answer, but make sure you're showing all the steps and showing all the work. Today we'll focus on just the even problems. So we'll get started with a few of them today in class, and whatever we don't finish, that will be considered your homework for tonight. Okay, I'm not going to give you anything additional. We'll work on these 5 problems, and we'll do some of it by ourselves and some of it we'll do together. Okay, let's start with number 2. We have 5 and 3/5 minus 2 and 1/10. So the first thing I notice about that is what? I notice the denominators are different. So what I'm going to do is set it up so that I can find the least common multiple or the least common denominator, and then I can find denominators that are the same, and then I can add my numerators and keep my denominators, and I can solve the problem. So let's take a look at number 2. So you should be writing this also in your workbook. So let's set it up. We have 5 and 3/5 minus, now be careful, it's a minus 2 and 1/10. I'm going to make my big plus sign. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do is find the LCM or the LCD. My denominators for this particular problem are 5 and 10. And does anyone see anything right away? Sure. You probably see that the denominator or the least common multiple is going to be 10 because 5 can go into 10 and we're done. So I'm going to rewrite my mixed numbers with new denominators of 10. So I'm going to remember to bring my 5 over here. I'm going to rewrite this with the denominator of 10. And notice that the 10 is already there for the 2 and 1/10. So I'm just going to bring this over. I don't even have to do anything with that. Now I'm going to set up my 5 and 3/5. I'm going to rewrite that. And I look at the problem and I say to myself, how many times does 5 go into 10? It goes in 2 times. So I'm simply going to multiply by 2 over 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 2 is 6. And I'm subtracting, so I have to be really careful. Right off the bat, I was getting ready to add. So we have 5 and 6/10 minus 2 and 1/10. I know my denominator stays as 10. 6 minus 1 is 5. And 5 minus 2 is 3. So I have a final answer of 3 and 5/10. But is that in simplest form? No, it's not. So what I'm going to have to do is what? That's right. I'm going to simplify. So I'm going to divide this by 5 over 5. And my final answer is 3 and 1/2. And I am done. There you go. That's the answer to number 2. Now let's take a look at number 4. Let's set up number 4. We have 2 and 1/4 plus plain old 3/9. And I notice that my denominators are not the same, so I'm going to make my big plus sign here. My LCM or my LCD, I'm going to use the denominators 4 and 9. Now, take a look. What would be the denominator for 4 and 9? Well, I'm always going to start with the larger number first. Why? Because it's easier to look from the smaller number, looking into the largest number to see if that number goes into the bigger number. So I have 9, 18, 4 doesn't go into 18. 27, 36. Okay, can 4 go into 36? It certainly can. So that's going to be my LCD. Now watch what I'm going to do here, boys and girls. Instead of writing out all of those numbers, which can be annoying, we're just going to go like this. We're going to just put a couple of dots and go here to 36. And that basically includes all the numbers from 4 to 36, and we are done. Now I'm going to rewrite my fractions with a denominator of 36. So I'm going to change the color here a little bit. Okay, so we're going to make this 2, and my denominator is going to be 36. That's so big. That's a big number. And this is going to be 36. Now, what do I multiply 2 1/4? 4, when I look at it, I say to myself, 4 goes into 36 how many times? That's right, it goes in 9 times. So I'm going to multiply 1/4 by 9/9. 4 times 9 is 36. 9 times 1 is 9. Now for the next one, I say to myself, how many times does 9 go into 36? 9 goes into 36 4 times. I'm going to multiply this simply by 4/4. 9 times 4 is 36. 4 times 3 is 12. And I am adding. So I'm going to set this up with addition. My denominator is 36. 9 plus 12 is 21. And my final answer is 2 and 21. I'm sorry, 2 and 21/36. But is that in simplest form? And the answer is no, there is a common denominator of 3. So I'm going to divide by 3/3. And my final answer is 2 and 7/9. Now, what you're going to do is for homework, you are going to finish, you have 3 more problems, 6, 8, and 10. So you can get started on those now. Notice they all have unlike denominators. So do the best you can. That was a nice review of course it was nice. That was a review of adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. And what I will do is I will post this lesson in the Google Classroom, and then you can check your answers a little later, and you should be good to go. Have a great day. And this is Mrs. Spatola and Mrs. Gelderman reminding you to always be kind. Have a great day. Good job today.